Hello, my name is Carrie.
And my name is Sam, and we're Thrive at Home, and we're passionate about building trust, intimacy, and connection in relationships.
That's right, and today we're going to talk about the importance of emotional connection in your relationship.
Yeah.
So even more important than great communication skills, it's how effective are you at connecting with your partner.
Okay, so today we're talking about connection busters, and I think to kind of define what connection is a little bit. So connection is that feeling of being in sync, like where you're on the same team, you're going in the same direction,
Right.
You know kind of that you have each other's back. So that's kind of what we're talking about. So I think sometimes we get ourselves where we are not on the same team.
That's right. Well, connection is the idea, it's simple as turning towards one another.
Yeah.
So many times a day, we have the opportunity to connect, right? Somebody will throw out, I had a really tough day at work, or did you pick up the kids, or would you go to the store and grab some milk? I mean, there's all of those sayings are an opportunity to connect because you have a choice in that moment. The other person has a choice to either turn towards and say, you know, I'd love to stop and get you some milk, but it's going to have to be a half hour because I got to run by, right? That's fine.
Right.
You don't always have to be a yes person to connect.
Right.
But it's at least having, because what that does is it lets the other person know, number one, they're not alone.
Right.
That they're heard, that
Yeah.
they're accepted and valued in the relationship, and that you're there for them.
Yeah.
And they can count on you. And as connection happens and emotional connection happens, also trust builds and trust grows greater in the relationship. So
Yeah.
it's so important.
And what I think is interesting, right, is just something you just said, right? So connection, when it's there and you tell me, hey, I need you to go get something from the store on your way home, or did you do this? It feels like, okay, no problem. When you're disconnected, it's like, what? Are you my manager?
Right.
You telling me what to do?
Yes, it can go bad.
Right? It's like, well, you go do that. and so you end up like completely in different worlds because you've lost the idea that you're on the same team.
Right.
And you're of equal levels on the same team. So
Right.
it's like you both are wearing jerseys. That's one of the most important things. When you're having a little disagreement, remember to look down. Hey, we're wearing the same color. And if you're not, well, somebody's got to take a jersey off and put on the same color, same color jersey.
Same team.
Yeah. And I think another thing that's fascinating you've mentioned is that it's the voicing of what you need. Mm-hmm. So that's so important that you're saying what it is that you need, because you both have individual goals and needs, as well as the relationship has goals and needs. So all of those things have to be kind of exposed and just in sync. It's like you're rowing in the same direction.
Well, that's right. And one of the things, which is one of your greatest analogies with connection, is the light switch.
Yeah. Right.
Right? Because when everything's turned on, we can see who the players are. We can see the playing field and
Clearly.
everything's great. But when the lights get turned off or the plug gets unplugged, now we're in the dark. And so we could be standing the same distance apart but not know who it is, so to speak, emotionally. And we don't know if it's friend
Or foe.
or enemy.
And I'm telling you, when you're disconnected and you think something is a foe, you will react to situations in pretty vicious tones.
Right.
And so people can be shocked at how rough a relationship can get. And it's because of the connection.
Right. It gets defensive there.
Yeah. So, connection buster, not being on the same team.